Hello Virgo, this is your reading for the third week of October, or whenever you are guided to this message. If you're guided to this message and it resonates for you and it's not October, the message is still for you. Time is not a linear straight line. As I say, it is cyclical. We always circle back to energy. Quite often, actually. So Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, this message is for you. Let's see what comes through. I was picking up this morning with the collective energy. There's a lot of paranoia going on for many, not all, but paranoia and FOMO, fear of missing out. I've been picking up on both of those energies as well as the grief process. But let's see what comes through for you, Virgo. We are in eclipse season. Lots of changes happening, lots of transformations, big changes. And if you've been sensing that there's a change that you need to make, but you're not sure, you're on the fence, or you have this fear of the unknown, which is really just your own projected fears of past experiences, because the unknown is unknown. We project on fear from our past experiences into the unknown. That's nonsense. It's silly. Anything is possible. I don't know. That's a message for somebody that came through pretty strong, Virgo. Let's see what comes through for you. First card out is risk. I was sensing this energy, Virgo. Take a risk. It is time. I think that it's actually becoming so much of a nuisance to you to just sit in this fear of making a change, making a decision towards something that you desire, yet it's not fully known or familiar to you. I'm feeling this is closely related to relationships and possibly your relationships with other people. There are 4 primary fears that we human beings carry into relationships based off of our childhood experiences. Abandonment would be the very first one, but there's also rejection or disapproval is another fear. There's a fear of being trapped in the relationship, in pain, and not being able to get out. And the last is loss of self, like enmeshment, where you're giving all of yourself into the relationship, yet the other person isn't really doing the same. And so you're enmeshed in their life, and you kind of lose yourself and lose your ability to even know what you want or desire, and there's no sense of fulfillment there. So those are the 4 primary fears that we all experience in relationships to one degree or another, and it's all based on our childhood experiences growing up. Like I was saying, they're not logical fears. I mean, they're fears based off of past experiences, basically. It's time to take a risk, Virgo. This is just like the Fool card. She is at the edge of the cliff, and she is just going for it. Knowing full well maybe she doesn't even know. She has a deep sense that she will be caught, that the universe has her. And she is right. When we let go and stop holding on and grasping on to things that the universe is really trying to pull away from us anyway and direct us into where our souls desire. When we hold on, it's like being in a raging river and you're holding on to the rock like, I don't want to go, but you're exhausted. The water is pulling you, and you're just holding on. Finally, you let go and just flow. It's going to take you where you need to be. For Virgo. What else for Virgo? Yeah, I'm getting the sensation that there's many times you've attempted to take this risk, Virgo. Yet you continuously get pulled back into what is familiar and feels safe. Each time you do that, each cycle, moon cycle maybe even, I'm hearing that happens, there is a deep lesson in there for you about yourself, something you can learn about yourself, deep knowledge, self-understanding, self-awareness as to why am I afraid to take this risk? That I have this huge, deep desire, and yet there's this deep, deep fear. That fear is linked to an experience that you had in childhood. And once you touch base with that and see that for what it is, you're bringing consciousness to the unconscious within you. And that is really going to help propel you forward. So go, take that deep dive all the way in, all the way back to the root cause. It's like weeding. If you don't get down and get it by the root, it's going to continue to grow back and cause problems for you. Anything else for Virgo? All right. Well, we will move on to the tarot. Grove wanted to come out, didn't quite come out, but this is take a risk to get into your happy place, a place of nurturing out in nature where you can actually release some of the negative energy, the density. And it's like your own personal sanctuary. It could be somewhere in nature. Could be your own. My bed is my sanctuary. I purposely create sanctuaries throughout my home and property because it's needed in this world for me, especially if you work with energy. It is important to have your own space that you can unwind, relax, and meditate, contemplate life. Anything else for Virgo? Anything else for Virgo? This is very unusual. I just did the Libra reading and like 8 cards came out. Virgo, there's only 1, and it's all about risk. So we'll jump into this. Forbidden. Yeah, this is definitely a message I'm getting. So what I'm getting is, what it is that you definitely want to take a risk on has been perceived as being something forbidden. And again, this goes back to childhood, your parents, things that maybe they were conditioned you into believing certain things or certain people are not safe or just taboo. This is what pulls you back from taking those risks over and over again. This fear of disapproval from others, maybe within your family or your friend circle or society in general. There's a reason why I had to spell out the 4 primary fears within relationship. Letting go. Just like I said, you got to let go. If you keep holding on to that rock, that river's, the pressure of that water is pulling you. You're going to exhaust yourself. And eventually, it's going to take you anyway. Let go. Let go of whatever it is that you're trying to hold on to or grasping. And the bottom of this deck is trapped. Overall. Virgo. I feel like you're coming to terms and realizing that you kept yourself trapped in your own cage of fear. And that cage door is open. You can fly out, yet you're not still. You are still at the edge of the cliff. Trying to weigh out your options because whatever it is that you are desiring to go is perceived as being forbidden. And letting go of the past, letting go of these beliefs is key. Let go, because the universe is really putting full force on you right now to move. It's guiding you in a certain direction, Virgo. And when we don't listen to our higher self, when we don't listen to these energies, it gets more intense and the lessons get more extreme. And then there's a perceived sense of loss, which can become a very real thing because we are not listening to our intuition. We are not listening to our own personal feelings about things. We're still in our programmed mind. And a lot of times cataclysmic events will happen to people who have a really hard time letting go of things. Eventually Uranus comes in and it's like, okay, enough's enough, and the rug gets pulled out from under you. Don't let that happen, Virgo. Okay, we're going to start with the Psychic Tarot for Virgo. Make sure you can see everything here. Okay, I think all the cards are in the camera. Eventually I'll get a nicer, I'm on a very brand new iPhone 14, but I'd like to have a bigger camera operation eventually. That's what I'm putting out there to the universe. All right, back to Virgo. What is Virgo afraid of taking this risk? What's this all about? What I'm getting here, Virgo, is that you're torn. There's many parts of you that realize taking this leap of faith, taking this risk will lead to victory and success. However, again, the fear of being disapproved of by somebody, brings you back to the other parts of you that are afraid that if I take this risk, it's not going to be a victory or success. This is the unknown area, and you're projecting out into the unknown experiences that you've had, painful experiences that you've had in the past. Don't recreate that for yourself, Virgo. This is a whole new energy. We're going through massive transformation. Remember that. Remember the changes that you're going through, that other people around you are going through. You're witnessing this firsthand. I'm getting that. I'm getting that from the cards. Don't stay trapped in this cage. Below that is differences. So I also get there's a fear of being different, or the differences that you are wanting to go into, the duality, the black and white duality. Know that we all must learn to swim in the duality. We have the upper hand. If you're aware that there's dark and light, you can't have dark without light, and vice versa. Not everything in life is rainbows and unicorns, yet at the same time, it can be. There's going to be challenges thrown in there to test our ability to discern, our ability to listen to our intuition, pay attention to the signs, follow how we're feeling. Let's talk about this forbidden card here. I can already tell you a lot about that. This is definitely ancestral patterning, family patterning, social conditioning. Nothing is forbidden, Virgo. That is a myth. Something you want to definitely take a deep dive for, though, within yourself. Why is it that you believe that what it is that you want is forbidden from you? Who is telling you that? What part of you is telling you that? Okay. So it's coming to you, Virgo. The clarity that you need here is coming to you through your mind's eye, through your third eye. You're starting to get mental pictures that are making sense, that are putting puzzle pieces together for you. Be patient through this process. This is the help that you need. Listen to your intuition and the mental pictures that you get and your feelings. This is your psychic senses. These are your spidey senses really talking to you strongly right now. There's something that you need to let go of. Tell me about what Virgo needs to let go of. Or you are letting go. Virgo. I take that back. Wow. Okay. Ha! Okay. Let's rewind that. Virgo, you are letting go. This is beautiful. You have been stuck in the mind. That escape room of the mind I always talk about. Those escape rooms people pay to go into for fun. They go in with a group and you pay, you get locked into a room and it has all these puzzles and things. You got to find the clues to get yourself out. And some people stay in there for hours. Some people stay in the mind trap, the mental entrapment, the escape room of the mind for years and years and years. And I feel like you were in that for a very long time. However, you know what? Love always wins. Always wins. And this is what is igniting within you, as well as you're feeling more confident and stable now, building a firm foundation within yourself as your own unique individual self, instead of following whoever's telling you that what your desires are forbidden. Whatever part in you is telling you that. So you are letting that go. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck. This has everything I knew this had to do with a relationship. This has everything to do with partnerships and alliances. Those that we actually hold close to us. Those that we attract into our lives. That are a part of our soul family. Like attracts like. When you attract into your life other people that are just like you in many aspects, we're not all the same in every aspect, but enough that there's a resonance, that we feel each other. We can even telepathically communicate without having to use words. I think that you have been pushing this away over and over and over again because it's somewhere in the line. This energy that is actually resonant to you has been taught to you that it is forbidden, or something in your mind is telling you that it is forbidden. Wow. I am going to take this into the extended over in Patreon. And if you'd like to join me there, the information is in the description box below this video. There's a little upside down carrot or triangle. Click that. It has a drop down box. All of my information is there. Patreon link is in there, as well as my website if you'd like a personal reading. But if this is where you leave us, Virgo, I'm going to pull you an advice card. And please, if you like this video, please click the like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. This really helps us content creators on YouTube a lot with the algorithms on YouTube. Also helps get the messages out to more people who may need to hear them. These little pieces of the puzzle help, or just confirmations. Sometimes we need confirmations to confirm what our intuition is already telling us. Well, here's your confirmation, Virgo. Let's get some advice for you. Yes, you're very trapped in your own cage here. Remember, the door is open. So, you not flying out is your own fear. And it's kind of like Stockholm Syndrome, fear of the unknown. And probably some paranoia too. That's interesting because those are the things I started the reading off with to begin with. It's all in the mind. Advice for Virgo, please. Loneliness. I just did a video on the loneliness epidemic in the world. It's on my YouTube channel if you're interested. It says, I know I am never alone. And you're not. We are all connected. We are all connected, and also within the invisible realms, we have connections as well. So you may be feeling very lonely and isolated, or you could just feel lonely surrounded by people because you're surrounded by the wrong people, Virgo. You're not surrounded by people with the same energetic frequency, the resonance, and that's even more lonely than being alone. I know that from my own experience. So it's time to let go. It's time to let go, Virgo. The cage door's open. You are not trapped any longer. So this is your reading for this week, Virgo. Take good care of yourself. Thank you. Bye.